Miss Musgrove has suffered a severe concussion of the head. She's still unconscious.
Oh, no.
But you mustn't despair. The case is far from hopeless.
Oh, thank God.
Thank heaven.
I've seen many worse injuries recovered from.
There's nothing else. It's only her head.
Nothing whatever. There's every reason to suppose that she'll make a full recovery.
Doctor, I really can't thank you enough. You can't imagine what that anxiety has been.
I shall come back in an hour or two. She'll probably regain consciousness from time to time. She must be kept absolutely quiet.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Thank you.
Good day, Captain Harville. Remember, absolute quiet.
Yes, Doctor, thank you.
Good day. Good day.
Well, thank God for that. I daren't tell you what I was afraid you would say.
What are we going to do now, Charles?
I don't know. We must decide, I suppose.
Well, one thing is certain. Your sister must remain where she is. She mustn't be moved.
Oh, my wife is a very experienced nurse. Your sister couldn't be in better hands.
Oh, I'm sure not.
And my nursemaid is excellent. She's been with me everywhere for years. We'll attend to her day and night.
You've been so kind, Mrs. Harville.
It isn't kindness to do what we're glad to do.
I think I'll just go up and sit in Louisa's room. I should like to be there when she does come to.
Very sorry to involve you in our troubles, Mrs. Harfield.
But that's what friends are for.
We're delighted we can help. Someone should go to Uppercross.
Oh, yes, at once.
Oh, yes. The news must be broken.
Someone must go immediately. Musgrove, it must be either you or I.
Very well, then it must be you. I can't leave Louisa.
Oh, no.
I'll be as little in the way as possible, Mrs. Harville. But I mustn't leave her while she's still so ill.
Of course not.
But I can't leave her either.
I think one of you should tell your parents, Musgrove.
Yes. Well, Henrietta, I wonder if you'll be very useful here. You know you can't go into Louisa's room without becoming upset.
I know. But I feel so helpless. But I should like to be near her.
Of course you would. But think of your father and mother.
Oh, dear, yes. Yes, of course you're right. I suppose if Charles stays, then I really ought to go.
I think you should, Henrietta.
Yes, very well, then. Only let's go at once.
Then it's settled. You'll stay here, Musgrove, and I'll take care of your sister to Uppercross. What about the others?
The others?
If one stays to help Mrs. Harville, I think it need only be one. Mrs. Musgrove, you'll want to get back to your children, of course.
My children, yes.
But if Anne will stay, no one so proper, so capable as Anne.
Oh, I agree, absolutely. Anne must stay.
Yes, of course she must.
You'll stay, I'm sure, Miss Elliot. You'll stay and nurse her?
I should like to very much. It was what I was hoping I should be allowed to do. If Mrs. Harville will allow me, I could have a bed on the floor in Louisa's room.
Oh, I think we can do a little better than that.
That's all I need, I assure you.
Good, good. Then everything's settled. Oh, there's only one thing, Musgrove. It may be a good thing that your parents will be forewarned by our failure to get back in time.
Yes?
We should try not to alarm them still more by taking too long on the road. Don't you think it would be better if I took a chaise from the inn? Your father's coach is rather slow.
Oh, yes, capital idea.
Oh, yes, and then we can send the carriage home early tomorrow morning with the news of how Louisa spent the night.
Excellent.
I'll go and see to it at once. Oh, perhaps to save time, Mrs. Musgrove and Henrietta can join me at the inn.
Oh, yes, of course. We won't be long.
What?
10 minutes, and we can be off.
Charles? Charles, what is this? I don't think I quite understand the arrangements.
You and Henrietta are going home with Captain Wentworth, Mary. Anne and I are staying here.
Anne staying here? Why, Anne?
Because we think she's the most useful person to be with Louisa.
Well, more useful than I am. Well, that's not very just, Charles. Well, Anne is nothing to Louisa, and I am her sister.
Mary, that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, indeed it does. Well, if Henrietta can't stay, then clearly I must. And you can't expect me to go home without you.
My dear, the children.
Oh, Charles, they'll be quite all right without me for a night.
But you said only a moment ago.
No, I shall stay here, Charles.
Mary, you're being very difficult.
No, I'm not. It's you who's being difficult. I ought to stay here. You should have realized that.
Oh, do please make up your minds. Captain Wentworth will be waiting for us.
Well, my mind is made up. I shall stay here. Well, Anne can go if somebody must.
Mary, are you sure you want to stay? I would like to nurse Louisa if I can.
But I have a right to be here and you don't, which settles the matter.
You'd better go, Anne.
I see. Very well.
We must go.
I'll walk you to the inn.
I'll come with you. I have to get myself a room. This has been a very distressing day, Miss Elliot.
Yes, it has.
I hope you will remember that it did not begin badly. I hope you will not think ill of Lyme itself.
Oh, no. One mustn't let an accident spoil a place for one.
Where's Mrs. Musgrove?
She's going to stay instead of Anne.
What? But we agreed.
We decided to alter the plan.
But Miss Elliot is such a very good nurse.
I know, but
Well, it seems extremely strange.
we decided it would be more convenient.
Well,
Well, let's get in, Anne.
Go as fast as you can.
Don't I know this road? You must be almost home.
Yes, we are. I've been wondering what the best thing is to do when we get there. What do you think?
Well, I'm not sure.
I don't think Henrietta should go straight in, do you? She couldn't stand it.
No, she couldn't. What do you suggest?
Well, I was wondering whether you'd like to stay in the carriage with her while I go and break the news to her parents. Is that a good idea, do you think?
Yes, I do. If you don't mind being the person...
No, it's my duty. I think I shall go straight back to Lyme when it's all over.
Tonight? Do you think you should?
I feel I must.
This is a great pleasure, Lady Russell. Miss Elliot.
Mrs. Croft, I wonder, have you heard anything new from Lyme?
Only that Louisa is slowly improving.
Isn't that good?
When did you last hear?
I had a note yesterday morning. I don't know how it got here.
Oh, I expect Frederick brought it.
That's my brother, Captain Wentworth, Lady Russell. I believe you've met him.
Yes.
He was here yesterday, very briefly, and then he went back to Lyme again. He asked after you most particularly, Miss Elliot.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. He says Miss Elliot was superb in the crisis, Lady Russell.
Oh, I only wish I had been.
And he hopes you're none the worse for all your exertions.
But I did so little.
That's not what he says.
Indeed, it's not.
Well, Charles and Mary will be home tomorrow. They will tell us how things are.
It all seems to have been a most deplorable business.
Most deplorable.
Of course, Louisa was always a very imprudent girl.
It's a new sort of way for a young fellow to be making love by breaking his mistress's head, isn't it, Miss Elliot? This is, breaking her head and giving her plaster, truly.
I simply can't imagine what Frederick thought he was doing.
I can only conclude he wasn't thinking at all.
Yeah, a very bad business. Oh, but Miss Elliot, this must be a very bad moment for you, coming and finding us here.
Oh, not at all, sir, I assure you.
I declare I didn't remember before, but it must be very bad.
I don't mind, really.
Now, don't stand on ceremony. Get up and go over the whole house if you want to.
Another time, sir, thank you, not now.
Oh, well, whenever it suits you. You can slip in from the shrubbery at any time. You'll find we keep our umbrellas hanging up by that door there. It's a good place, isn't it?
Yes, very good.
Oh, but Miss Elliot won't think so. You always kept your umbrellas in the butler's room.
Yes, we did.
Aye. So it always is, I believe. One man's ways may be as good as another's, but we all think our own the best.
Quite.
So you must judge for yourself whether you'd rather go round the house or not.
It's very kind of you, sir, but I think I'd prefer not to today.
Miss Elliot, when will you be joining your father and sister in Bath?
The day after tomorrow. Until then, I'm staying with Lady Russell.
Oh, very nice.
Well, it is for me.
We've made very few changes, you know, Miss Elliot, very few. I think we told you about the laundry door.
Yes, you did.
That's been a very great improvement. Indeed, it was a wonder how any family on earth could have borne with the inconvenient way it opened for so long.
Well, I expect we were used to it.
You'll tell your father what we've done?
Certainly.
And that Mr. Shepherd thinks it's the greatest improvement the house has ever seen? Indeed, I must do ourselves the justice of saying that the very few alterations that we made have all been very much for the better.
I'm sure they have.
My wife should have the credit of them, really.
Oh, no.
I've done very little myself, except for sending away some of the large looking-glasses from what was your father's dressing room.
Well, there were a great many.
He's a very good man and very much the gentleman, I'm sure, but I should think, Miss Elliot, I should think that your father must be rather a dressy man for his time of life.
Well...
So many looking-glasses. Oh, Lord. There was no getting away from oneself. So I got Sophie to lend me a hand, and we soon shifted their quarters.
I hope you are quite comfortable now.
Oh, I'm very snug now, with my little shaving glass in one corner. Another great thing I never go near.
The Admiral's used to smaller quarters at sea, you understand, Lady Russell.
Of course.
Oh, but we settled here quite to our liking. We've no fault to find.
None at all.
The breakfast room chimney smokes a little, I grant you. But that's only when the wind's due north and blows hard, which isn't likely to happen more than 3 times a winter.
And there's no need to mention it, my dear.
No. No, of course not. Taking it all together, now that we've been in most of the houses hereabouts and can judge, there's nowhere we like better than Kellynch Hall. Pray tell your good father that, Miss Elliot, with my compliments. He'll be glad to hear it, I'm sure.
There was always so much going on in Lyme, you know. Charles Hayter came over several times to see Henrietta.
Yes, I saw no need for that myself. But there was always something to do. We walked to and fro from our lodgings to the Harvilles and back again. Oh, and I got books from the library. I was always having to change them.
We went over to Charmouth one day.
Yes, and I bathed. We went to church, of course.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
There are far more people to look at church in Lyme than here, you know.
And of course we saw a great deal of Wentworth. Capital fellow.
Yes, Anne. You know, he felt it was all his fault and was very distressed about it. Well, he's cheered up a little as Louisa's got better, but he's insisted on not seeing her in case it upsets her. Isn't it strange?
Very strange.
It's perfectly true, though. In fact, now he's left Lyme altogether for a few days. Benwick's still there, of course. But Wentworth's gone to visit his brother in Shropshire.
Really?
Yes, very strange behaviour. Did Anne tell you about our extraordinary meeting with Mr. Elliot, Lady Russell?
Yes, she did.
Wasn't it remarkable? Oh, I wish I'd been there to see him.
Oh, I'm very glad I was not. He is a man I have had no wish to see since he declined to be on friendly terms with the head of his family.
Oh. Oh, then you haven't heard.
Heard what?
I had a letter from Elizabeth yesterday. Mr. Elliot is in Bath and has called on them 3 times already.
Do you mean he wants to be reconciled with your father?
Apparently. Isn't it exciting? He's changed completely, it seems.
It's very surprising, if it's true.
Oh, but it is. You still not want to see him?
Well, if he's really sought your father out to be reconciled with him, then yes. I should like to see him very much indeed.
And you too, Anne, I'm sure.
Well, I'd certainly rather see Mr. Elliot than a great many other people in Bath.
Oh, I do wish we were coming with you. When are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourselves. I prefer the country myself.
Oh, yes, you would.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Oh, this is the best house in Camden Place, Anne. There's no doubt about it.
You were very clever to find it.
Well, Penelope helped me look, you know.
How good it is to have you with your family again, Miss Anne.
Thank you.
Yes, it'll be very agreeable to have a fourth when we dine. I just like to sit down with only 3.
Everybody wants to call on us. We've had to decline all sorts of invitations, but people we know nothing about at all will keep leaving their cards.
Well, it's not so extraordinary that people should want to know us, Elizabeth.
Oh, indeed not, Sir Walter.
I dare say we're much missed in the country, Anne.
Well, everyone's been so concerned about Louisa Musgrove, you know.
Yes, you did tell us. How are Charles and Mary and the children?
They're all very well. They send you their best wishes.
How kind. Oh, Anne, do look. Isn't it spacious?
Very.
They're the best drawing rooms we've seen in the whole of Bath. And look how they're furnished.
They're beautiful, Elizabeth. Beautiful.
Yes, yes, we're quite pleased. I dare say you've heard about how we met Mr. Elliot, Anne, my heir.
Oh, yes, Mary told me.
Oh, we like him so much. He's been here about a fortnight now.
He was here for 24 hours in November, as a matter of fact. That's when he found out we were here. Of course, he didn't have time to call then.
Oh, of course not. But we see a great deal of him now, Anne. Everything is forgiven and forgotten.
But what about his marriage?
Well, we
We haven't spoken directly to him about it, of course, but, well, a great friend of his, Colonel Wallace, has explained everything.
A highly respectable man, Colonel Wallace, and not ill-looking. Fine military figure. Oh, he's sandy-haired, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, he's a perfect gentleman. He lives in Marlborough Buildings in very good style. He particularly asked Mr. Elliot if he might be introduced to us.
Oh?
Yes, and then he explained the whole story. Mr. Elliot's wife was not from any good family, it's true, but it seems she was very well educated and accomplished, and very much in love with him.
Yes, there was the charm, you see. She sought him. And I'm assured she was a very fine-looking woman.
With a large fortune. Oh, not that her money had tempted him, of course.
No. She was in love with him. That explains everything.
Does it?
Well, it's certainly an extenuation, Anne. It explains a great deal. Oh, he's called here so often. We asked him to dine one evening. He was delighted by that. We don't usually give dinner parties, you know.
No?
No. That's why he was so particularly pleased to be asked. He really does value his connection with us immensely.
Oh, yes, Miss Elliot. He values it very highly indeed.
I saw him at Lyme, you know, without realizing who he was.
Oh, yes, you did mention it. Perhaps it was him. I really don't know.
It might have been him, I suppose.
Oh, yes, it was. There's no doubt about it.
Well, perhaps. He has a very gentlemanly appearance. A great air of elegance and fashion. Good-shaped face. A sensible eye. But I'm sorry to say he's very much underhung about the jaw. Even more so than when we last saw him.
Dear me.
Yes, I can't pretend that 10 years haven't altered almost every one of his features for the worse.
But Mr. Elliot thought your father hadn't changed at all, Miss Anne.
Yes, he did. I was embarrassed not to be able to return the compliment. However, I don't mean to complain. He's much better looking than most men. I've no objection to being seen with him anywhere.
Colonel Wallace is very agreeable, too. Oh, he was so anxious to meet us.
Is there a Mrs. Wallace?
Well, yes, but her confinement is due any day now. We're to meet her when she's recovered. Mr. Elliot says she's a most charming woman.
And extremely pretty. Even beautiful. Oh, I long to see her. She may make up for the great many plain faces I'm continually passing in the streets.
Are they so very bad, Father?
The worst thing about Bath is the number of plain women, Anne. Oh, I don't mean there are no pretty ones, of course. But the number of plain ones is out of all proportion.
I hope the men are better.
The men? Oh, they're infinitely worse. The streets are full of nothing but scarecrows.
Dear me.
Well, I'm afraid it's obvious how little the women are used to the sight of tolerable looks. A man of decent appearance produces a very great effect. I've never walked anywhere arm in arm with Colonel Wallace without observing that every woman's eyes were on him.
Oh, Father, you know very well they weren't looking at him.
Colonel Wallace was not alone, I think.
Well, it may be. How's Mary looking? Last time I saw her, she had a red nose. I hope that doesn't happen every day.
Oh, no, that must have been bad luck. She's been looking very well since you left.
If I thought it wouldn't tempt her to go out in sharp winds and go coarse, I'd send her a new hat and pelisse.
Well, perhaps a gown wouldn't be quite so dangerous, Father.
Oh, wasn't that a knock?
It's 10 o'clock. Who could it be?
Well, Mr. Elliot was dining in Lansdowne Crescent. Do you think it might be him?
Oh, I do hope so.
I think it did sound like his knock.
Mr. Elliot. Good evening, Sir Walter.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Miss Elliot, I'm sorry to call on you at such an unusual hour, but I couldn't pass by without making quite sure that neither you nor your friend caught cold yesterday. It was so very wet.
How very kind of you, sir, but no, we're both quite well, thank you.
Oh, yes, indeed, sir, thank you.
Mr. Elliot must give me leave to present him to my youngest daughter.
How do you do, sir?
But I know her already, Sir Walter, in all but name. Surely you were at Lyme this autumn?
Yes, I was.
Then I must beg you to accept me as an old acquaintance.
Oh, so it was Mr. Elliot you saw, Anne.
Oh, did you know who I was?
Oh, not until after you'd gone, I'm afraid.
Well, what an extraordinary coincidence. We were at the same inn, Sir Walter, without either of us knowing it.
Very unusual.
And to make it stranger still, the evening of the day I saw you in Lyme, I learned here in Bath that your father and sister had settled here.
Well, that is odd, I must say.
I do regret missing the chance to pay my respects to you.
Oh, and my other sister, Mrs. Musgrove, was there too. We'd all come over from Uppercross.
Oh, I knew you were a party. I spent a solitary evening in the next room listening to you all. You sounded very merry. I thought you must be the most delightful people in the world. I longed to be with you.
Well, that evening we were merry.
I didn't have the slightest suspicion. If only I'd asked who you were, the name Musgrove would have told me all I needed to know. But you said you were merry that evening. I hope nothing happened to make you anything else.
Oh, yes, I'm afraid it did. Louisa Musgrove fell down some steps on the cob. She's still not fully recovered.
Dreadful.
Oh, Anne, Mr. Elliot doesn't want to hear about Louisa's accident. Tell us about your dinner party. Who was there?
You must tell me about it some other time. I can see that I must play the gossip now.
I've been thinking, Miss Elliot, now that Miss Anne is here, you can't want me any longer, I'm sure.
What, Penelope? Of course I do. Anne's coming is no reason at all why you should go. I can assure you I don't think. Why?
You're very kind.
She's nothing to me compared to you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. My dear madam, of course you must stay. You've seen nothing of Bath yet. You've only been here to be useful.
And you have been.
Yes, indeed. You mustn't run away from us now. You must stay and meet Mrs. Wallace, the beautiful Mrs. Wallace. I know very well how much your fine mind is gratified by the sight of beauty.
Oh, Sir Walter.
Of course you must stay, Penelope. I can't do without you.
Well, if you insist.
We do, we do.
As a matter of fact, Penelope, I need you now. Would you excuse us, Father?
Of course, my dear, of course. Anne, you're looking much better. Altogether less thin.
Am I, Father?
Yes, yes, your cheeks are plumper. I compliment you. Your skin, your complexion greatly improved. It's clearer, fresher.
I'm delighted you think so.
Have you been using anything in particular?
No, nothing.
Just Gowland's lotion, I suppose.
No, Father, nothing at all.
Oh, I'm surprised by that. Still, you can't do better than go on as you are. You can't be better than well. Otherwise, I should recommend Gowland, the constant use of Gowland during the spring months.
Is it so very good, then?
Oh, an excellent preparation. Mrs. Clay's been using it on my recommendation. You can see what it's done for her.
Oh. Oh, I don't think I'd noticed.
What, haven't you seen how it's quite carried away all her freckles?
No. No, I must look again.
Oh, yes, they've almost gone. All due to my recommendation of Gowland. Very good stuff, Gowland.
Father! Oh, Father, this our cousins have arrived.
Lady Dalrymple and the Honourable Miss Carteret.
What, here in Bath?
They arrived yesterday.
Well, we must introduce ourselves at once, of course.
Of course. Oh, you have met them, haven't you, Father?
Well, I was in company with the Viscount, the late Viscount, once. I never met the rest of the family. They always lived in Ireland, you know. I'm sorry to say there's been a most unfortunate lapse between us.
Oh, what do you mean?
It may make meeting them very awkward, I'm afraid. You see, when the Viscount died, a good many years ago now, I was very ill myself at the time, and by a most unfortunate oversight, no letter of condolence was sent.
Oh, dear. Yes, I see.
And when your mother died, Lady Dalrymple didn't write to me. Oh, it's all a long time ago, of course, but I fear they may consider the relationship closed.
Couldn't we do the same?
I don't quite know how to approach the matter.
No. No, it's very difficult.
I wonder what the best thing would be.
Mightn't it be more dignified to do nothing?
Oh, Anne, of course not. They're our cousins. Family connections should always be kept up.
Oh, yes, they are so very important.
Do you think it'd be sufficient if I left my card?
Well, Father, I don't know. It might seem a little...
Quite. Perhaps I'd better write them a letter?
I think that would be more proper.
Yes, I think our cousins the Dalrymples deserve a letter. I'll go and draft something.
I think we should send it as soon as possible, don't you?
Yes, it won't be an easy letter to write. I shall have to explain and regret. It won't be easy.
No, Father, but it's something that must be done. Our cousins, the Dalrymples, will expect it.
Yes. I'll go and do it now. It may take me some time. See that I'm not disturbed.
Oh, of course, Father.
How very exciting, Miss Elliot, to have such distinguished cousins here. Don't you think so, Miss Anne?
No, Mrs. Clay, not very exciting.
Oh, we can't ignore our cousins, Anne, if that's what you would like.
I think I probably would, I'm afraid.
Does Mrs. Smith live here?
But you
still haven't told me how you knew I was here.
Our old governess heard about you.
Did she indeed? Well, I can still hardly believe it. Was it 15 years ago we were at school together?
Oh, I'm afraid it was. She told me about your husband. I am sorry.
Yes, that was 2 years ago. I have no difficulty in remembering that.
Are you quite alone here?
Oh, yes.
But have you no relations left at all?
I only wish I had. My poor husband's affairs are far too complicated for me in my present state. I can't even get to the bedroom by myself, you know, since I had rheumatic fever.
Oh, I am sorry. You seem to be managing wonderfully.
Well, I have a great deal to be thankful for, you know. Mrs. Rook, that's the woman who let you in. She's been a great comfort. And now you're here. I'm really very fortunate.
I admire your courage.
Oh, I have more than I used to. I was a pitiable creature when I arrived, I'm afraid. I caught a cold on the journey and had to go straight to bed. And I knew no one at all then. But at least I was in good hands.
I wish you'd let me know.
Oh, no, certainly not.
I wish you had.
No. I'm not glad I've been ill, of course. But I don't altogether regret it. It's taught me a great deal.
Oh, I can't think of what.
Well, I've seen enough of the world not to expect very much of it. But my landlady's been extremely kind. And Mrs. Rook is simply excellent.
How did you find her?
She's my landlady's sister. She's been absolutely invaluable. Though I'm afraid she does like to gossip and know everyone else's business. Of course, I can hardly prevent her knowing all mine.
No. Oh. You must find it very constricting not being able to go out at all.
Well, I've lived in the world, Anne, in my time. I don't find I miss it.
Perhaps there's not so much to miss.
Well, if I'd had a child... But I didn't, and there's no point in complaining.
And Mrs. Rook tells you all you want to know.
Exactly. It's gossip, if you like, but she always has something entertaining for me. And often something profitable, too. Something to make me know my own species better.
Well, that's the best justification for gossip there is.
Oh, I like to know what's going on. To be au fait with the latest ways of being trifling and silly. Though I'm afraid it'll only be the trifling and silly she'll find for me in her new post.
Oh? Where's she going?
To a Mrs. Wallace in Marlborough Buildings.
Colonel Wallace's wife?
Yes, do you know her?
No, but the Colonel is a great friend of my cousin, Mr. Elliot.
Yes, I believe he is.
But everyone says she's charming.
Oh, that's not what I've heard. My sources say she's only a pretty, silly, expensive, fashionable woman. That all I'm likely to hear about is lace and finery.
Oh. Well, let us hope your sources are wrong.
I'm afraid they're not likely to be. But I mean to profit by her. She has plenty of money. And I plan for her to buy all these high-priced things I'm making.
What are they?
Oh, little thread cases and pin cushions and card racks. Nothing really. But they earn me just a little. And so I can help one or two of the very poor families in the neighbourhood. Mrs. Rook sells my merchandise for me, you see.
Well, that is exceptional nursing.
Well, it's being a nurse that makes her so good at it. She knows when and where to go. People are always generous when they've just recovered from some illness.
She sounds very shrewd.
Oh, she is. And there's so little real friendship in the world. So few people think seriously until it's almost too late. Well, perhaps I've spent too much time with people who make me think worse of the world than I should.
Life hasn't been kind to you.
Oh, but people have been. You are. Oh, I'm so glad to see you again, Anne.
Oh.
Well, Father, I call that handsome of Lady Dalrymple. Very handsome indeed. Don't you, Mr. Elliot?
Yes, I do. It's a very generous gesture.
May I see the letter again, Father? Lady Dalrymple is very much honoured and will be happy in your acquaintance. Happy, she says.
Her handwriting's very poor. The rich are always respectable, Anne, whatever their style of writing.
Oh, Miss Elliot!
Elliot. A carriage is stopping outside your door.
Oh, someone else we don't want to see, I expect.
But Sir Walter, Miss Elliot, I do believe it is your cousin.
What, Penelope? Oh, where? Where? Yes, it is. She's leaving her card.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's only proper. I left mine in Laura Place. Naturally, our cousins wish to return the compliment.
Yes.
I'm ashamed, Lady Russell, simply ashamed.
You have no need to be, my dear.
They're not even agreeable people. There's nothing to them at all.
Don't be foolish, Anne. It is an acquaintance well worth having.
I don't see why.
Lady Dalrymple will be staying here for 3 months and living in style. When I was here last year, everyone said she was charming.
Oh, that only means that she smiles a lot and is civil.
And what is wrong with that?
Well, my self-respect has suffered anyway.
You're not being very sensible, Anne.
Oh, surely you agree with me, Mr. Elliot, that there's nothing to our cousins.
Well, not in themselves, perhaps. But as a family connection, as good company, as people who will collect good company around them, well, they will have their value.
They're not my idea of good company.
Ah, what he is.
Clever, well-informed people with a great deal of conversation.
Oh, then you're wrong. That's not good company. That's the best.
Quite right, sir.
Oh, for good company, all that's needed is birth, manners, and education. People aren't too particular about the education.
And that is exactly what I mean.
In good company, a little learning isn't dangerous. In fact, it will do very well. Ah, I see you're fastidious.
Well, I certainly hope I am.
Oh, my dear cousin. You have a better right to be fastidious than almost any woman I know. But will it make you happy?
Well, I don't see how not being fastidious will make me any happier.
But wouldn't it be wiser to accept the society of these good ladies, your cousins, and enjoy the advantages of the connection as much as possible?
But I don't see any advantages at all.
Oh, but I think you will. They will be moving in the highest society of Bath this winter, and rank is rank. People will know of your connection and give your family, our family, let me say, every consideration we could hope for.
Oh, everyone will know. There can be no doubt about that.
I don't understand your attitude, Anne.
Well, I think that far too much trouble has been taken to make the Dalrymples' acquaintance. And I am certainly too proud to like being welcomed solely for my social position.
Oh, I love your indignation. It's very natural. But you're here now, and the point of coming here surely was to establish your father with all the credit and dignity he ought to have.
Well, I suppose so.
Of course it is so, Anne.
You say you're proud. I'm called proud myself. I wouldn't wish it otherwise. Our prides are not so very different if you examine them.
No?
No. On one point at least, my dear cousin, I am sure we feel the same. Every new friend your father makes, whether his equal or his superior, will help to divert his attention from those beneath him.
Yes, on that we can agree.
What, Anne, reading? What's the use of that? You'll only spoil your eyes. You should come with us, your cousins, the Dalrymples.
Yes, they asked after you.
Oh, how kind. How are they?
Not very well.
Lady Dalrymple has a cold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But they've asked us to go there again this evening. We've accepted, of course.
Oh, I'm afraid that I can't go.
What? Why not?
I've arranged to spend this evening with an old school friend.
What old school friend? Where does she live?
In Westgate Buildings.
Westgate Buildings? And whom is Miss Anne Elliot to be visiting at Westgate Buildings?
Well, she was a Miss Hamilton. Now she's Mrs. Smith. She's a widow.
A widow, Mrs. Smith. And who was her husband?
Well, Mr. Smith.
Ha! One of the 5,000 Mr. Smiths whose name one sees everywhere, I suppose. And what is so attractive about this widow, Mrs. Smith?
She's a very old friend, and she's not at all well.
Oh, so her attraction is that she's old and sickly, is it?
Really, Anne?
Upon my word, Miss Anne Elliot, you have the most extraordinary taste. Everything that revolts other people. Low company, paltry rooms, foul air, disgusting associations you seem to find inviting.
Father, I have made the engagement.
Well, surely you could put this old lady off until tomorrow. She's not so near her end, I presume, that she can't hope to see another day. How old is she? 40?
No, she is not yet 31. And I cannot put her off because this evening is the only one that suits us both.
Oh, she's so very busy then, in spite of her illness.
She is going to the warm bath tomorrow,
And as you know, we're engaged for the rest of the week.
What does Lady Russell think of this acquaintance, I wonder?
She sees nothing wrong in it. Indeed, she approves. In fact, it is she who has generally taken me there.
Indeed. Well, you've certainly kept this friend of yours secret. Perhaps we should be grateful.
Westgate Buildings must have been rather surprised to see a carriage drawn up to its pavement. Sir Henry Russell's widow, of course, has no honours to distinguish her arms. Still, it's a handsome equipage.
Oh, well, Father.
Well, it's well known to convey a Miss Elliot in any case.
I don't expect so, Father.
Of course it is, Anne.
A widow, Mrs. Smith, lodging at Westgate Buildings. A poor widow barely able to live between 30 and 40. A mere Mrs. Smith, an everyday Mrs. Smith. Of all people and all names in the world to be the chosen friend of Miss Anne Elliot.
Yes, Father, that is what she is.
Preferred by her to her own family connections amongst the nobility of England and Ireland. Mrs. Smith, what a name. Yes, what is it?
A letter for Miss Anne, sir.
For me?
With the compliments of Admiral and Mrs. Croft, miss.
Oh, thank you.
Eh, what's that? The Crofts arrived in Bath. The Crofts of Rent Kellynch. What have they brought you?
A letter from Mary, sir.
Oh, how nice.
Ah, letters are very convenient passports. They secure an introduction.
Quite, Father.
Though I'd have visited Admiral Croft anyway, I know what's due to my tenant.
And what is the news of Mrs. Charles and her two fine little boys, Miss Anne?
Well, she says they had a very dull Christmas.
How is Mary? And pray, what brings the Crofts to Bath?
Well, they've come for the Admiral. They think he's gouty.
Ha! Gout and decrepitude, poor old gentleman.
Well, do they know anyone here?
I imagine the Admiral has many friends, don't you?
I suspect that Admiral Croft will be best known in Bath as the man who rents Kellynch Hall.
Oh, undoubtedly, Sir Walter.
How many horses did he travel with?
Oh, I don't know, Father.
Oh. Do you think we might venture to present them to Lady Dalrymple, Elizabeth?
Oh, no, Father, I think not. We must be very careful not to introduce our cousins to anyone they might not approve of.
Oh, quite.
If we weren't related, it would be different, but we are. Lady Dalrymple might feel scrupulous about anyone she'd met through us. Now, I think we should leave the Crofts to find their own level.
Yes, yes. There are several odd-looking men walking about here who, I'm told, are sailors. Let the Crofts associate with them.
Oh, quite.
Oh, is there any news, Miss Anne? Not unless it is in the postscript. I've never been so astonished in my life.
Well, it's certainly a surprise.
Louise are engaged to Captain Benwick. No one ever suspected it at all. And Mr. Musgrove has given his consent. Captain Benwick is staying at Uppercross already.
Well, and you told me Louisa was in love with Captain Wentworth.
Yes, I know. Everyone thought so.
And wasn't this Captain Benwick supposed to be inconsolable over the death of Miss Harville?
Oh, well, I never quite believed that. But this is extraordinary. I can't think how it happened. Well, Louisa's so high-spirited, and Captain Benwick, well, he's thoughtful and sensitive.
Well, Anne, I think it's time you followed Louisa's example and found a thoughtful, sensitive man for yourself.
Oh, I would if I could. But who?
You can hardly be unaware of Mr. Elliot's admiration for you.
Mr. Elliot? But he's in mourning for his wife.
Not for very much longer. And if you should feel disposed to accept him, it would be a most suitable match.
Oh, no. But Mr. Elliot is very agreeable, and I think very highly of him in many respects, but we wouldn't suit each other.
Well, you must know your own mind, of course. But I should be very pleased to see you as the future mistress of Kellynch, the future Lady Elliot.
Lady Elliot?
You would take your dear mother's place.
Oh, no. No, I could never do that. Lady Elliot? Oh, no. No, I could never accept.
What have you against him?
I don't know. His past, perhaps.
But, Anne, he's a changed man.
Is he? We don't know that, do we?
We can tell from the way he behaves.
Oh, yes, his manners are perfect, but he's not open. He's too discreet. He never seems to feel strongly about anything.
Discretion is usually thought to be a virtue.
Yes, I know, but I like people who are frank and eager and open-hearted. Mr. Elliot never says a hasty word. I don't trust people who never do that.
Well, Anne, I must say your attitude, I find it rather strange, my dear.
Mr. Elliot is too agreeable. That's his trouble. He pleases everyone. Even Mrs. Clay. How are you, Admiral?
Ah, is it you? Thank you, thank you. Good morning. This is treating me like a friend.
Well, I hope I am one. What are you looking at?
Well, the doctor has ordered me to walk about to keep off the gout, and I can never get past this window without stopping.
What is it that attracts you so much?
You see this thing here by way of a boat? Do look at it. Did you ever see the like?
Is there something wrong with it?
Indeed there is. Just look at it. I wouldn't venture over a horse pond in it. Well now, where are you bound? Can I go anywhere for you or with you? Can I be of any use?
No, thank you. Unless you give me the pleasure of your company a little way. I'm going home.
Then won't you come in and see Sophie for a minute? She would like that, and it's not out of your way.
What a very nice idea.
I'm so sorry, Sophie doesn't seem to be here. I could have sworn she said she wasn't going out this morning.
Never mind.
But you've heard the news about Benwick. Isn't it extraordinary?
I was absolutely amazed. But of course he's a very pleasant young man.
Well, there's nothing to be said against James Benwick. He's only a commander, of course. This peace at a bad time for getting on, but he's an excellent, good-hearted fellow and a very active, zealous officer, too, which you might not think from that soft sort of manner of his.
Oh, no, I thought he was very agreeable.
Well, well, ladies are the best judges, of course. But he's rather too piano for me. Sophie and I can't help thinking that Frederick's manners are better than his.
Oh, I didn't mean to enter into any comparison between them, Admiral.
Well, anyway, the thing is certainly true. It's not a mere bit of gossip. We have it from Frederick himself.
Oh, I hope there is nothing in the letter to make you at all uneasy.
What do you mean?
Well, it did seem last autumn as though there was a very definite attachment between Louisa and him.
Oh, indeed there did.
I hope Captain Wentworth does not feel ill-used.
Oh, no, not at all. It's not an oath or murmur from beginning to end. Though, no, of course, we did think that she was going to marry him.
Oh, good. It would be sad if their friendship was spoiled by something like this.
No, you would never guess from the way he writes that he'd ever thought of this Miss, what's her name?
Louisa.
Louisa, yes, no, you would never guess that he'd ever thought of her for himself at all. No, he very handsomely hopes that they will be happy together. There's nothing unforgiving in that, I think.
I'm very glad to hear it.
But, poor Frederick, now he's got to begin all over again with someone else.
Yes. Yes, I suppose he has.
We must get him to Bath. Sophie must write and beg him to come and join us. There are pretty girls enough here, I'm sure. And there's no point in his going back to Uppercross for, that other Miss Musgrove. What's her name?
Henrietta.
Henrietta, yes. She, it seems, is bespoke by her cousin, that young parson.
Charles Hayter.
Something like that. So there are no girls left there for Frederick?
No. No, there aren't either.
Don't you think, Miss Elliot, that we'd better try to get him to come here?
Yes, I do. I think it's an admirable idea.
Thank you.
Well, I do hope we don't have to wait too long. Well, I don't see anyone we know.
I expect it'll stop raining soon anyway.
Do you? But the pavements will still be very wet. Oh, no. I think it would be best if we took Lady Dalrymple's carriage.
There won't be room for all of us. I shall walk.
But my boots are much thicker than yours, Miss Anne. And it's hardly raining at all.
I should like to walk if I may. I'm sure Mr. Elliot would escort me.
No. Honestly, I prefer walking.
But so do I.
Oh, but you do have a little bit of a cold, Penelope. I don't think you should go walking on wet pavements.
But my boots are so thick, really.
No thicker than mine, you know. And I have no cold at all.
Yes.
I wonder if it has stopped raining yet.
Oh, it doesn't look like it.
I can't see properly from this window. I'll just go and look.
Oh, I think you'll be dry enough in here. Miss Elliot. But of course I knew you were in Bath.
Yes. Have you just arrived?
Last night. How very good to see you again. So soon.
Yes. I was just going to see if the rain had stopped.
Oh, no, it hasn't. Not yet. Excuse me. No. Well, I needn't ask if you're feeling well, Miss Elliot. I can see it for myself.
Thank you. You're looking very well yourself.
I've been staying with my brother in Shropshire.
Yes. Admiral Croft told me.
Did he tell you the news from Uppercross?
About Louisa? Captain Benwick? Yes. I was very surprised.
No more than I was, I assure you. Oh, I see you're with your sister.
Yes.
Well, I'm delighted, of course. For Louisa, I mean. And for James, too.
So am I. I hope they will be very happy.
Yes, of course. So do I.
Lady Dalrymple for Miss Elliot.
Oh, I thought she'd never come.
Are you left behind, Miss Elliot?
Oh, I prefer walking, honestly.
Can I be of any service to you?
I'm much obliged, but really not.
Are you going to walk in the rain?
Oh, it's very little. It's nothing, really.
Although I only arrived yesterday, I'm already properly equipped for Bath, you see.
Yes. You're very wise. You will need it.
I wish you'd use it if you're really going to walk. Though I think it would be more prudent to let me get you a chair.
Oh, no, really not. Thank you. It will soon stop. I'm just waiting for my cousin, Mr. Elliot. He will be here at any moment.
Oh. The one we failed to introduce ourselves to in Lyme.
Exactly. Are you going to the concert tomorrow?
I'm so sorry to keep you waiting, Miss Elliot. The rain has eased off for a moment. I think we should go at once before it starts getting worse again.
Oh, yes, thank you. Good morning, Captain Wentworth.
Good morning, Miss Elliot.